Olive Branch. Welcome back to Tech Tuesdays. I'm Brian Norwood, your host and the tech director at the church. Today we're going to go over something that someone requested that I cover, which is putting Facebook and YouTube on an iOS device and on an Android device. That may seem basic to some of you, but a lot of us are experiencing this exponential growth all together, and we've never really done these things before. So we're going to give it a shot and have a look at it. Also, we're going to look a little bit at optimizing our Wi-Fi connection so that we can do our best to get the best possible connection. I have to caveat, this may not solve all your problems. Facebook, online.church, and YouTube have all had struggles with the exponential growth over the last couple weeks as everybody is moving online. We're going to do the best we can to get the best possible connection so that you can get a great worship experience on whatever screen you're enjoying it on. Most of this video is going to take place on the screens of my devices, but I'll come back and I'll say goodbye. Let's dive into it now. Okay, so real quick, we're going to go ahead and look at our iPod Touch here. We're going to go ahead and locate the App Store. That's where we want to download Facebook from. So we're just going to go ahead and click on that. It has an A logo on it on iOS. We're going to open the App Store and we're going to wait for it to load because that's always fun. And we're going to look at the lower right hand corner and we're going to click on search and we're going to type in face and Facebook will come up. You can see here that we have a cloud logo instead of the Get logo. That's just because I've installed Facebook before. You can see don't download TikTok, but you can see what the Get logo looks like. And so we go ahead and click on that and it'll download Facebook for us. And depending on the connection, that might take some time and it may not be fun. But eventually Facebook will download and we just click open and then you can just go into the search function and search for Olive Branch Church and School and bingo, there it is. Similarly, on an Android device, what we want to look for is the Google Play Store. Same process, you want to search for Facebook, you want to click on install, it'll take some time to download. We'll try and speed that up so it doesn't bore us to tears. When it installs, you want to click open and it'll take you to the Facebook interface. And yeah, at this point you may have to, if you don't have an account, you may need to create an account, or if you already have an account, you're going to need to log in like I'm doing here. The process is the same. You just want to go to the App Store of your device and you can find YouTube or any of the other social media software that you might need to find. Okay, so we're sitting here and this is the screen of my Macintosh, and the first thing I want to say is I'm not working off a script, so you're going to have to bear with me. And two, if your Wi-Fi is working satisfactory, don't even mess with this. We are about to get deep into some nerdy stuff here. So here we go. On the Macintosh, the first thing I want to do is I want to take my mouse and I want to hover it over the Wi-Fi icon. I'm going to hit the Option key and I'm going to click on the Wi-Fi icon, and we're going to see a lot of information here. The important thing that we want to go to is we want to open our wireless diagnostics. This window that pops up, it'll run a whole suite of tests. We don't want to even mess with that right now. We just want to go to the top toolbar. We want to go to the window menu and we want to hit scan. So this just took a scan of what's going on Wi-Fi wise in my area. And you can see there's a total of 21 access points. 11 of them are in 2.4 gigahertz. So I'm going to sort my channels in order, and you'll see that I've got a bunch of APs on channel 1 and a bunch on 6. There's one on 9 and a couple on 11. This is what's happening in my Wi-Fi neighborhood right now. Now, if I wanted to optimize this, I would look for a Wi-Fi channel that's not being utilized by all of my neighbors or most of my neighbors. Like you can see here on channel 6, I want to be as far away from that as I can realistically get. You can see in bold here, there's my Netgear router. That's what I'm connected to, and it's currently on channel 6 as well. So that's probably not very good for me. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that, and I'm going to go into my system settings. I'm going to go to network, and there is my Wi-Fi, and I'm connected to Netgear 58. I probably should have changed the name, but I didn't. I'm going to go ahead and click on advanced and then TCP IP, and that is going to give me the IP address of my router. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just copy that, and I'm going to minimize that, and I'm going to go into my web browser, Safari, and I'm going to put my router IP address into the address box, and that's going to bring up the configuration software for my router. So I'm going to go to my advanced controls. I'm going to go to setup, and I'm going to go to wireless setup, and you can see here that here's some information about my router. Now I have a pretty fast connection, so I actually want the mode to go up to 300 megabits per second. I'm going to leave the name the same so that I don't kick everybody off my Wi-Fi. But here's my channel here, and I'm actually going to change it to channel 4. I didn't see any other access points in my neighborhood that were on channel 4. I'm going to hit apply, and that's going to reboot my router. Now you can see that everything's refreshed, and now my router should be on Wi-Fi channel 4, and that should get me out of everybody else's neighborhood. So I'm going to go back to my wireless diagnostics scan, and I'm going to go ahead and rescan it. And there you can see my Netgear 58 is now on channel 4, and nothing else is. So in theory, this should give me a better Wi-Fi signal. I shouldn't have any packet loss because of conflicting traffic from other routers. If you're in an even more dense neighborhood than mine, you may or may not be able to find some open space, but you can just see here, I don't want to be on channel 6 and I don't want to be on channel 1 for sure. This way I get a clearer signal and hopefully get a little bit less packet loss, get a little bit less buffering, and all those kind of things that make internet so frustrating. But this should help you get the best possible Wi-Fi reception that you can get in your home. Alright, so now we're sitting at my Windows PC. I apologize, the microphone quality is apparently a little lower. So we're looking at this to do the same thing. We want to scan for Wi-Fi channels from a Windows PC as opposed to Macintosh. Now there are some tools built in to do that, but they're nerdy even for me, and I don't think you want to dig into the command line, or at least I don't want to try and take you through the command line. So here's a free piece of software that we're going to download by Nearsoft, which is Nearsoft Wi-Fi Info View. So basically it's going to do the same thing for us that the built-in software of the Mac is going to do. We're going to go ahead and download it. I like to save things when I download them rather than run them right away, so antivirus can scan them and all that great stuff. And you know, of course it's Windows, so we got to extract it, and then there's the application. So we're just going to go ahead and launch that, and it's going to do the same thing that we saw on the Macintosh, and I can sort by channel, and you can see there's on channel 4, there's my Netgear router that I previously configured in the on the Mac. So we're not going to go through that again, but this piece of software, you know, and it analyzes in real time, which is kind of nice actually. But this software will let us on a Windows unit see what Wi-Fi is being utilized in our neighborhood, and it's very thorough, and you can see that 11 is definitely not the channel that I want to be on. So anyway, I hope that this is helpful to you. If you're having trouble with your Wi-Fi at home, you could very well be in a situation like this where everybody in your neighborhood is on the same channel, and this will help you get out of that. I guess I should finish up and say we would do the exact same thing on Windows as we would on the Mac, and I would just put my router into the Windows toolbar. We'd get a login box, and we get the same software on the Netgear router that we saw before. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions and I can't answer them, I will. You can email me at production@olive-. I hope you enjoyed this. And remember to come back next Tuesday. Also remember to like and subscribe our various social media so that we can keep. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you. We love you. And we can't wait to be back together again. All right. Bye for now.